Hello, everyone. Welcome back for episode 9 of Xadrai Plays FTB Skies 2. And you're probably wondering, 9? What happened to 8? Well, 8's the lost episode. It's too boring. I spent hours placing thousands and thousands of pieces of cobblestone to go around the nether. Trying to find a fortress for blaze rods. I think I found just about every other structure twice before I finally found one. And I got myself some rods, but none of the content was really that entertaining. The dungeon that we had done in the previous episode that we went to the nether, I went back to that. And really all that was me just placing down cobblestone blocks to block them off so they couldn't get to me, and then shooting them from range until they were dead. Floor after floor. And randomly running in and throwing the break spell on the spawners. I died a lot. Oh man, did I die a lot. But I looted a lot of boxes too. As evidenced by the trophy for looting boxes. I don't know how many you have to loot to get that, but I did a lot of looting of boxes. One of the structures, I forget what it's called, but it's the one where you're supposed to take the cataclysm mob around to each of the different structures and get him electrocuted so he's weak, and then you can damage him. It wasn't there. But the structure was there, and all the loot was there. I took it. I later found him inside a bastion 500 blocks away. And obviously I couldn't do any damage to him because I couldn't get him to a pillar that he could get electrocuted. So we ran. After we died a few times, of course. So none of the footage of that I considered usable. I deleted it. We're gonna go to number 9. And this is the picture you get from the quest reward when you find a sky island. And this is the one when you find another island, another villager type island. But the villager island we found, there was no villagers. There was hoglins, but there was only one hoglin spawner. So it's like it was pretty much abandoned. There's a lot of loot boxes though. It feels like my nether spawn is bugged out a little or something. I'm not really certain. So I only made this little platform here so I can put those pictures up because they're both 5x3, so I didn't really have a good place to display them. I stole these soul bracers from the nether, different places when I found them. Just used them for decoration. I like them around there. Found a lot of different crafting stations, or the different types of crafting stations. Found drying basins, so I just attached it to the squeezer. It's not a bit, like nothing really. Oh, yeah, that thing up there. I've never seen one of these. I found it in one of the dungeons at the end behind a bunch of ethereal glass. It's like a storage system for occultism. I don't know much about it. I haven't dug into it yet. These things were in it when I picked it up. You pick it up, everything seems to come with you. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. But, it's kind of a neat graphic that on top. It's got like the Rubik's Cube constantly turning. That's cool. So I did find a little bit of quartz, like quartz pillars and such, in the dungeon that the mob was missing from, the boss was missing from. And I used the chisel to turn them back into regular quartz, and it's currently in here. Wow, I didn't realize there was that much of it. $25 worth of quartz in here. So you can use the gem cast, this one here, to turn it into the regular nether quartz crystals. But before I do that, I want to make it one of these of nether quartz, essentially. I'll do that shortly. Not overly worried about it for time. It's sitting in the smeltery. It can do its thing. I think that's pretty much all I did other than decorate a little bit. But that was hours and hours. We got a lot of stuff. A lot of random stuff, really. Nothing particularly that great. Bunch of spawners that we broke from range. Unfortunately, 4 of them were blaze spawners that I didn't know they were blaze spawners from range. There was just too many other mobs around, so I shot break spells at them and broke them. Necromancers, there they are there. In the nether fortress that I eventually did find, there is 2 spawners in that one, and they're still there. I marked one of them. Yeah, and I grabbed some things that I knew, like the targets. I only grabbed them because I know I need at least one of them for researching for Ars Nouveau. Got some sharp just upgrades, just random stuff, really. Check our quest book. There's a lot of random things we can turn in, like I found some replication ore. We'll accept that now that you've seen it. We're going to just start today. What we're going to do is we're going to work on power. And we're going to start with power. We'll come back to that. General storage. We found, I think it was a copper upgrade in one of the loot chests. Oh, 4K storage disk. We'll take a look at that. That might have been refined storage, so we're going to go AE because we have the integration. Cooking. Yeah, and some of the tables in the dungeons, there's different feasts and stuff. I grabbed a few different ones. Let's try storage. Should we try magic? Storage is relatively easy to make. Let's try magic and see if we can get any glyphs for free. Because I did find one in a chest that gave a random tier 1, and that already gave me fell is what it ended up giving me. So we can, if I make a spell now to cut entire trees down at once. I know we can just do that with a vein miner, but this is just actually quicker. So yeah, we did find another fortress. What else found about? We found 2 or 3 bastions. One of them had the monstrosity in it that shouldn't be there. Yeah. Oh, I guess he is supposed to be there. I don't know what I was doing wrong then. I couldn't hurt him. I emptied my entire mana bar on him, and it barely made a dent in him. And before I even had enough mana to cast a single spell again, he was healed back up. So I guess I was missing something. I'm not sure which mob was supposed to be in the other thing then. I thought it was the monstrosity, but okay. That Sky Village, that we found that. I had already accepted the painting because I wanted to put it up. I like the paintings. We discovered like 3 nether castles. The first one we discovered that had the diamonds in it, like the very first time we went to the nether, that's apparently another castle. And we were killing a Harbinger, the Prowler, and the Watcher. Harbinger, it was ridiculously hard because he just destroys blocks and runs through things and runs after you, and yeah. Not fun. I died a lot. He finally died. found more trinkets. What's this? A warp plate? No idea what that is. Yeah. I think last time we were 10 hours or a little over, and we've got the achievement for 25 now. Yeah. Ooh. You get to choose? I don't know what they do, though. I'm gonna have to... I'll come back to that one. I'll have to look into which one I want. The Rage Glove, we got that already. Relic Bag. We've killed 5 Necromancers now. I can pretty much 2-shot them at this point. I already have a Rotten Spellbook, but... Ooh, 5 skill points, nice. Wither Skeletons, yeah, they were spawning like crazy in the Nether Fortress, so we can one-shot them. Let's try magic again. The Blazes, of course, we killed 10 because we were doing our best to farm them. Is that everything here? Except for that, yep. I was wrong. I didn't have source berries planted. I had the ones that grow the fabric, the strings, essentially, for making our gear. The source berries are what give you mana back. I found a couple of crates of them in the dungeon, so I have them planted now. And we will move along with this. Not today. Soon. I do want to get to that, but I really need to get into power. We found some pressurized tubes in one of those chests. I think we have a lot of those now, actually. So anyway, we're starting. What is that about? You spin me around? Charge up your pneumatic wrench. Oh, I must have just got a wrench, did I? Ah, yes, a fully charged wrench. Okay. We're gonna get into power generation, and we're getting into power. I've already gone and made 3 stacks of dielectric paste, which is simple. It's just the only reason I did it off is because it would just be gathering lava that we're creating over there at the smeltery, and it's just charcoal and clay. It's simple. I definitely wasn't using this. This would be a waste of blaze powder, considering we didn't have any at the time I was making that. We still don't have them a lot, but at least we know where we can go get more, or we can set up a powered spawner with one of those broken blaze spawners we have. We're going to start. We need these things. Oop. That. Gonna want to make the basics, because you need the basics in order to go any higher, I do believe. And to make the basics, you need the starters. That's the one thing I don't like about power, is you need the previous tier to create the next tier. And this does require a fair bit of nether quartz, doesn't it? Before we can do that, though, we need to... I don't know why it doesn't bother telling you. You need some sort of power before you can use those. It's been a few minutes. It was still doing stuff while I was talking on the phone. So, I didn't open these yet because I wanted to open these on camera with you, but I put all the rewards that we got, oops, in the chest. Roller skates? No, thank you. Not that they're not cool, it's just I can't control them very well. I have tried them before. They're kind of like ice skates. Ooh. We gotta take a look at that. Amulet of Mana Boost, plus 50 max mana. And it is Ars Nouveau, and it goes in the neck slot. What do we have? We have the reflecting necklace in that slot. Or we could get rid of this. Or this increases. I like. I got a hard choice. I think I'm going to take this one off and put the mana on here. Put that here. Yep. Like the roller skates, you can go fast and stuff. It's so hard to control. You know, I've tried them before. I end up falling off stuff. That apparently completed a quest somewhere. So the base effect of this is to give them more mana. That's cool. Oh yeah, I don't want to do that yet. Still haven't looked into that. So I started going down the track of power. And from here, I started looking at the different power options from power. And I thought, magmas. We have an easy way to make lava. So magmators seems like an ideal choice. We're going to try that. So then I was like, okay, well, we're going to have to automate the lava again. Going to have a cobble gen to feed it. And then I stopped and thought, why don't we just put it over by the existing automator and just complete the automation on this so that it feeds itself. I mean, I haven't fed this since I built it. It's barely used. It's used a stack and a little over a half. Like, big deal. So what we're going to try to do is I want to put, I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to try it. Cobble gen there. And then we're going to put down a drawer above it. And never been good at these, and I've seen them used, but I've never done them. I think if I click on this side, did it work? Direction left. What way is that? That's 7. So it's probably not working. So let's take that back out of there. Shift click I have to do. Select a side. No, I don't want direction north. Let's do this. Right click into GUI to cheat. Oh. Helps if you read in the GUI. So if you put it in there. Okay. Wow, that was easy. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. That was easy. Plus, we're going to have a back stuff of cobble, which we already have. I should just move the old cobble gen out here. I mean, I used it like crazy last Lost episode. The 8th that doesn't really exist. Because I used thousands and thousands of cobblestone going around the nether. But so now it's gonna just keep this full all the time. Okay. So I think we'll have the stuff to do everything we need to do here. to make one of them, which means we can make 2 of them. And we gotta make these and these. I'm aware they're the same, you can just put them in and switch them, but it was just easier to do that. Okay, we got one of them. I clearly miscalculated how much space we need. Oh, I cleared out this and leveled this off while I was creating extra space here. I created another spell. So I'm amplifying Conjure Terrain once to make cobblestone. And then I upgraded my spell book to tier 2 so that I could learn the AoE ability. And that creates 4 at a time instead of 1. Get rid of that spell after a while, but I was just being lazy and did the fill in quicker. Just take all of that for now. Bippity poppity boo, eh? Oof. I don't need to walk back to do what I was doing. Okay, that's the starter. And we're immediately going to upgrade that to the next level. So we're going to need more iron. There's no way. There must be a way to get half a stack. Like control shift or something, maybe. That's interesting when you can hit control. That's what's up. Gives you a lot of information about it's Silent Gear, about what if you make something out of this. For the different things. I assume the different colors I assume mean for different tools and such. Interesting. Oh, anyway, I still wanted to try it. Oh, well, control will give you 10 at once. How about that? Okay, so we're here. Okay, we got a basic. Let's go see if we can get it running. That guy looks full of ground. Diamond Geoore cluster, yep. We got 4. Oh, speaking of which, I made an emerald and a quartz one. So why don't we place those while I'm thinking about it? Thinking about the best method. I'm going to clear some of this out in a second. Oh, this is just faster. Okay. That can grow. We'll just drop them every now and then. No big deal. We don't have an endless supply. Like we don't have a large supply, but like as long as we wait, we use our time, we got it. And I had gotten a few emeralds from the chests. I think I had 9, and it takes 4 of the gems to pour over that void thing to make the Geoore. don't need this wood on me anymore. I have not yet turned the mob farm back on. At some point, we're gonna need a lot of experience, and that's when I will, or at least have a place to store experience. Then I'll turn it back on. I think I have a couple of ideas for what to do about the equipment that are popping in, and I gotta look a little more into that. So won't be too bad. I don't think this is gonna auto pull. But let's try. Can I tell it to? It's not west, that's east. No, it's not pulling in. So can you tell empty both? Yeah. If I put you on top, would it push you? No. Okay, we're gonna need pipes. Gonna need pipes. It's not a pipe, they call it. Basic mechanical pipe is the one that does fluid. Okay, which is just steel in a bucket. We've already made steel, so this is no problem. Yeah, I already have buckets on me, so. Just like a straw, that's what. So if I have to run pipe anyway, why don't I get this little space? Configurator. Oh, I think it goes too far away from the mic. Yeah, I think I need the configurator. Back on big. Oh, it looks different. 2 iron, an osmium, and a steel. I'm not certain if we've had osmium. Let's wrong box this one. Zinc, tin, nickel, lead, gold, copper. Maybe I was lucky and found some somewhere. No. Can you melt down their armor? Let's see. That took so long because it had to come from the other vault. No, so you have to, it took me a bit, but you have to put the pound sign in front of that on there and then name it this guy's name. But the chicken also needs to be telling it to go there. If you don't have this here, it'll send, but it'll just spin in a circle up here. So sorry if it, oh, I don't know if I ever mentioned I got infinite ham. I actually found like 4 or 5 of them, but this was the best of them. It is every just roughly 17 seconds you get 3 hunger points back. So every other one I found was only 2 hunger points, and there was one of them had, but was a little faster. It was like 15 something, but nothing too big. Why don't I put away the stuff I got for killing the necro? Yeah, like there was a necromancer that I killed between takes. I needed those, but I forget why. And we smelt it down into a nugget, but is it the only thing we can get? And if so, no. How do we get osmium? We get osmium chunks. We need a blazing mesh. Don't want to use 4 blaze rods on that. Just for that. Okay, so what other options do we have? I assume there's a Geor, but that's going to take... Yeah, that's going to take 9 osmium. Crushed dirt. There's no way through fishing. Yeah, essence. Great. Okay, that's not happening. We can get a seed, it's tier 4, but we need 4 osmium. Huh. So the only real way to get osmium, unless you stumble across them, is blazing mesh. Okay, I guess we're finally creating that sifter. And then blazing mesh, diamond mesh, gold mesh, cloth mesh, cloth. Okay. The Geor's could probably be faster, but mostly that's just me only randomly going to it. You know, if I hadn't spent hours in the Nether, I'm sure there would be a lot more. Oh, I hate using that many. hook this up to some... I could just do it right here. I just need a cogwheel. Just happen to have one more in the system. Last one. Where are you? You are. Assume you can use hoppers in and out of this. And one of the dungeons I was in, there was 4 of them in one room. No, there was 5. Yeah, there was 5 of them in one room. I took them all. And barrels. I show you my bow yet? There was 2 different bows in the same chest. They were both really good, but this one's the best of them. I'm not sure empty augments. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to look into it. Apparently I could add something to it, but power 4, flame, break 3, and infinity. Yes, please. I mean, that's a good starting bow. Just, and I the mod isn't in here that doesn't require an arrow in your inventory, so I'm carrying around a Spectre arrow. I tested to make sure it doesn't use it up, because I know the last pack I played, if you used anything other than a vanilla arrow, it used it up. Okay, and do there. And, well, before we do that, what? Osmium. What generated it? Gravel. Okay, so let's get some gravel and see if it works like that before I bother putting a test on top of it. Oh, I'm gonna have to make some gravel. Maybe. It works. It's just funny how it does it. Oh, I should have done this sooner. Look how quick I got diamonds. Oh no, I couldn't have done it sooner. It wasn't, I didn't have the blaze rods, never mind. Speaking of diamonds, let me put that away. We apparently don't need to use that. And that can go back in. Osmium. We have enough for 1, but we needed 2, wasn't that correct? And I've completely forgotten why we needed them. Oh, configurator tool. Right. Let me get some cobble, compress it, and make some gravel. Oh, good. It's back up to 3K. I forgot to count. Other way. I always want to hit B to open my backpack, but that's not how it works. Thought I had put my hammer in here. Guess we need another hammer. Oops. Oh, we have an iron one. Must not from the quest. I don't often look at all my quest rewards before just putting them away. Wrong type of hammer? Stone hammer from FTB Stuff and Things, and this is from Motto Industrialization. Yes, that is definitely the wrong hammer. Running for a while on that. 2 more osmium chunks, and we should be good to get our 2. The quest so we complete. Something to get. Oh, right. Not accepting all that right now. I'll take a coin. Oh, all the meshes. I think this is running long, but I've had a lot of dead time. Yeah. Let's just get this done. No. There we go. Finally generating power. And we'll look at creating some sort of battery for storage in the next episode. So we're going to call it here. I want to thank you all for watching. If you could give us a subscribe, please, and a like if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, give us a dislike. And in the comments, let us know what we could have done better. I want you all to have a blessed day. Goodbye.